Hey guys, Sublord here, back in with another action figure review of I Cannot Believe It's Not Too Bad for the 100th time. Because today we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel Creations exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins Red Shadow. To which I say, who? That said, this is of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel. I did say it was a Mattel Creations exclusive. Well, you're not paying attention again. In this case, I really couldn't blame you. But this is also brought to us by my good buddy Evil Villain, who was able to come through and pay for the Red Shadows, because we both got one. I paid for whatever the next figure is, hoping it's Drag Store. You'll find out tomorrow or later today, whenever this goes up, of course, what that is. But at any rate, we got Red Shadow. Guess a sidekick to Mossman in a way. Kind of goes with the whole Preternia thing with Hero, Shirilla, and Eldor, and Wundar, and some other characters that I'd rather have. So without further ado, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look, see at all Red Shadow has to offer in terms of accessories. Not the mini comic, of course. And there's the MOTU logo on the back. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will tell you he is a wolf man. And his family is quadruped or feral wolves. So a little bit of bestiality going on in Eternia. Not sure how I feel about that, but at any rate, as far as weaponry goes, we get this little kniff, which has like a serrated blade on it, so that's kind of gnarly. But this actually does fit in the little sheath on his satchel here. Put it right in the satchel. It actually does like kind of not click into place, but it definitely ain't loose. So that's cool. Keep that in there for safekeeping. It was a failed attempt at Consuela from Family Guy. I am so sorry. That said, we also get a spear made out of wood and a wooden club, which I guess the 2000X Mossman will have eventually. That said, you can use this spear with like a custom Ular. Just take a power harness off a He-Man figure or something. And then we get his iron mask, which is more blue than iron color. You know, if this was going to be iron, you should have just made it gunmetal. It says weird blue color. That said, it looks like the eyes are actually somewhat hollowed out, or at least painted to look like they're hollowed out. So that's kind of, oh no, I think they are hollowed out. I do feel like the cutouts in the back. At least on one side. But at any rate, you can obviously take him. There's his mug. That's about the only red on him, is like over his face. Tippy top of his hair there. But you just slide this in and it just kind of form fits to his face. It adds a little something. It is a bit plain, but there you go. There's the rest of the red strip on his mane, I guess, if that's what you want to call that. Would have been nice if it continued down his back. I seen somebody paint him like that. Would have been nice if he had a wolf tail too. But at any rate, he is just a beast man with new shins. Maybe the shins are new. I don't know. I don't recognize these shins. They're not your typical boot cuff. I know he has the Splinter Skull hands and feet, but I don't know if these are the Splinter Skull boots. And then he's got the regular MOTU crotch. But funny, his name is Red Shadow. He's awful frickin' blue. I'm blue, abba-dee, abba-die. Psych. But at any rate, his head is on a double ball peg, so you can shift it back and forth, tilt side to side, rotate. He's got that blue fur piece from Voltac, which you can kind of adjust, and that's all you get, really. It sits on there, okay, I guess. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's definitely not the best. Shoulders go out, back down, they rotate forward and back. He's got a single jointed elbow. That's fine. He's got a waist twist. That's fine. Hips kick out. back and forth, all that fun stuff. Single knee with rotation, as well as a boot cut with a hinge in the foot and a rocker joint. So that is it. That is your lot. You don't get a lot with him, unfortunately. A very basic figure. Like, this is the most okay figure of the year. He's not bad. He does what he needs to do. But, like, who cares? Like, I think the skeleton army builders were a little more interesting than this guy. At least they glue in the dark, you know. That said, you can only get this guy if you're a Club Greyskull member, if I'm not mistaken. So, not for nothing, Club Greyskull has had some pretty crap exclusives this year. Hopefully next year is like a million times better. Because we got what? Shirilla, Hero, and this guy. Really pushing boundaries, Mattel. I gotta tell you. But it is what it is, I'm afraid. I mean, the membership does only cost $10, and I get early access on non-exclusive. So that's why I did it. A, it's $10, and B, I get early access. The exclusive figure thing, I'm like, well, there are tons of figures I don't have because they're exclusive. You know. So, yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. But at any rate, why don't we bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's brother Manibulith, who also has a club, as well as the infamous Elephant Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while he's not a particularly bad figure, he's not a particularly interesting figure either. I feel like Mattel is really digging towards the bottom of the barrel when it comes to some of these Origins releases, and I gotta tell ya, without that vintage line being complete, it's starting to suck the fun out of it. Either make the cool characters, or, I don't know, finish the vintage line and call it a day. Like I said, nothing wrong or really bad about this figure, but it just feels uninspired and not as fun as some other Origins releases, at least to me. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.